One. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this English speaking session. We are here with our friends. We have a lot of guests, special guests, because everyone is special here. And I'd like to introduce one by one. So, hello, Gustavo. Could you give your first introductions, just a quick introduction for yourself, just people remember you?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Alexander. It's a pleasure to be here again. As people that are watching your channel, it's not the first time I'm here, but it's always a pleasure to be here. I'm Gustavo from Brazil. I live the countryside in São Paulo, and I'm a English speaker since 2018 when I started to work with foreigners, and then I had the chance to improve my English. So since then, I keep improving every day, learning, studying, and now I'm having this opportunity to participate in this English session.
Nice, nice. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us, my friend. So, hello, Rafael. How have you been, Rafael? Would you like to just introduce yourself for the people who are watching us here?
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Or good afternoon or good evening. Maybe for you watching our video, this video. Uh, I am a front-end developer. I live in Guarujá, São Paulo. I'm working on programming for websites, for digital products every day. In my car, it's very important speaking, understand, and communication in English for for this a main communication. This is a main communication for the program. The program everyone. No, the program sorry. I
No
guess
problem.
everyone, sorry, I don't say this word. I don't say this word. But
Everywhere,
every, every ai, merda. É ambiente, desculpa, sorry.
every place, which place or everywhere?
Everywhere, yeah. Sorry. It's very important for my everyone. For so I grateful for participating in this section. That's all.
Nice, man, nice. Everything should start at the beginning. Of course, it's not easy, but we are here to develop our English speaking. So that is the right place to develop your English speaker. So thank you so much for being here, Rafael. And I don't know if Reyes is able to speak right now because some minutes ago he told us that he has a lot of noise where it is. So Reyes, can you introduce yourself for us, or you still surrounded by a lot of noise? Okay, I believe that Reyes have still a lot of noise hit right for our chat box here. So, hello, team viewer. Can you hear us? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Alex, how are you? I am here. Everyone, how are you? Alex, how are you?
I'm doing great, man, but I'd like to you introduce yourself for us.
Okay, I know. My name is Mera Hussain Tanvir, and I am from Bangladesh, and my district is Noakhali. It is located of southern part of Bangladesh, and our country is also located southern part of Asia, and another thing that I am a student, and I am studying at a bachelor of uh, bachelor of our district government college, and my department is mathematics, and I also like this subject. And now I am a English language student, and I was studied since 2000 2022, and in that time I cannot believe, and now I arrive this level, arrive like this level, and now still I feel so proud because I little bit I am beginning to little bit how can I say? And I cannot explain this movement. I am so afraid this time, and now I feel so happy because I can speak English, and it is possible to every day. Yeah, I try to speaking with me and in front of mirror, and another helpful for me, and it is biggest helpful I think. And when I attended Alex platform, and it is like a platform, and we are everyday practice that time. Now we are every week 2 days practice, but previous month previous 3 month ago we are practice every day, and now we are practice every week just 2 days, and it is so helpful for me, and now I can speak English, and it is pleasure for my parents, and it is pleasure for Alex, and to me, and that's it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. We know that exactly what you want to mean. We are with the same feelings because, as I told you guys, let me introduce myself. So I'm Alexandro. I'm the creator, the owner of this English YouTube channel. And here we have an agreement with our English partners to record in our English speaking session. And here at this English speaking session, guys, I have been develop my own English speaking skills. And on this way, meanwhile, I can maybe help you, help the other colleagues here to test and to develop their own English skills as well. So we are here to help each other, honestly. So there is no English teacher, there is just English learners, and that's the key to our English speaking session. That's why it's so pleasant. It's so pleasant to have here this English time, and we have been develop our English skills faster than any other groups because we are humble. We know that exactly that we are not English teacher. We are here just to improve our own English speaking skills. So, guys, that's it. Without further ado, let's jump into our English speaking session. Now, I'd like to share my screen with you. I brought some topics to discuss here with you guys. I hope you enjoyed. And this talk is just to help we keep the focus on our English speaking session. Okay. I hope you like it. So, yes, you can use the name of our English YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed at our English YouTube channel, I ask you to subscribe and the red button below here and give them a thumbs up because doing that, you're going to help us to build our English YouTube channel and to make we reach out people from all over the world. That's the key to our English speaking club. And of course, learn English. I'd like to ask you some ideas here about that. I know that you all have been facing challenges during your English journey. So that is a normal situation for everyone who try learn a new thing. You must be struggle sometimes. Sometimes you feel bored. Sometimes you try to give up. You think and give up about everything. But if you do not give up, you're gonna get the outcomes. You're gonna get some outcomes, not exactly as you want, but maybe you're gonna get some develops. So, Gustavo, I'd like to start with you, with your opinion about this topic. So, here, as I told you, our main goal is to help improve your English skills. But to do it, you must be commitment with your target. You must so there's not just one way to learn English, or there is just one way to learn English. Sorry, throughout hard studying. And I'd like to know about your challenges, Gustavo. How many challenges do you think that you faced when you were just a beginner English speaker, when you had the first opportunity to work with foreigners, as you just said? I couldn't imagine, man, how difficult it was, but I'd like to know how could you overcome this challenge? Let me know here a little bit about your English journey. So tell us a little bit, how did you feel and how did you handle the situation?
Well, I think like everyone, I think the first challenge, I think the the biggest challenge would be overcome the shame. I mean, at least me or many of my friends, we are ashamed to speak out because we're afraid of making mistakes and feel ashamed about that, ashamed of the mistakes we make. So first thing, the first challenge was to change it in my mind, to not be afraid anymore. And well, I studied English since I was 13, since I was 13, and I felt like I would never learn. It wasn't coming in my mind until I was like 22 and I started to work with the foreigners. And then I thought, this is the time. Now I need to learn it. I need to understand it. It's a great opportunity to grow in my career. So I felt like I was behind always. I was already behind. I needed to learn. I needed to speak. So I started to study every day at least 30 minutes a day. Um, I felt I challenged myself. I wanted it so bad. I wanted so much to speak English that I challenged myself to study at least 30 minutes a day. And the first thing was like, even when I was making mistake and I was struggling to speaking, the word didn't come. My mind was like blank. I didn't remind the words, and I felt that the foreigners, they were patient, waiting for me to finish my sentence. They were trying to help me. They were not laughing. They were not pointing fingers like some of my friends during the college. When I was trying to speak, they were like laughing, like, and I was feeling stupid about it because of my mistakes. But when I was in how to say, in a health environment, feeling good and safe to speak out without fearing what people would think about me, I was able to, how to say, to speed up my process of learning and the speaking, because the most difficult was the speaking. I could read, I could understand, I could hear and understand what people were saying, but I wasn't able to speak because I was too afraid and too ashamed to do so. And then when I had the first opportunity to study abroad, I went to South Africa, and I could see that many people around the world had difficulty to speak. So, and they were not laughing, they were able to understand how difficult it is for each other for communication. Then I felt safe to make mistakes without any, how to say, forgot the word, without any judgment from other people. And I think if you are in a safe environment, like here we are in a safe environment. We are not here to make judgments, so we can speak. We speak without fearing or being ashamed. I think that was the biggest challenge, and this was how I overcome it, feeling that I was in a safe environment.
Awesome, man. Awesome. What a beautiful story. So I would like to say that it's almost the same for everyone. As you just said, when you went out, how can I say, when you were out of Brazil, we got the that sound, how can I say, that point of view, which was everyone faced some struggles to learn English. Everyone made mistakes, even not even other countries that we are talking about, not just also Brazil, and but not just Brazil, but also every country, each country that you went, you saw the same difficult in that person, in these persons, and people sometimes just gave up to starting speaking because they are shy, as you just said, they are shy, and I agree with you. We are at this. I believe that a safe environment it will be better for you start your English pronunciation in front of the mirror, as Rafael told us some minutes ago that he sometimes starts speaking in front of the mirror. Or, for instance, Tanver said the same thing. Tanver said that he just starting say some words in front of the mirror, and that is one of the key. I did the same. Some days, I should say, some months ago, I was speaking with myself in front of the mirror as well, and that's helped me so much to read. I'd like to hear. I'm saying the English words. I never said anything before in English. Could you imagine it? How strange it was at that time. Words come out of my mind, my mouth, but it was not in Portuguese. It was in English. So it sounds so strange. You know, it sounds strange. Hello, Alice. How have you been? Welcome to this English speaking session.
Oh, hi guys. Nice to see you again. I'm very happy to practice with you guys today.
Nice. We are happy to have you here. So we were talking about some topics. We just got started. To be honest, we just started this English recording. We were talking about so many topics before, but we just decided to start. This is the first slide, the first material that I'm asking people. So you just arrive at the right time. So thank you so much to join us.
Great.
So, guys, as we were talking, as Gustavo just gave her own short version of his story. So he made a short version for us to understand how was his English story, how was his English. I should say history, not his story, because story that started so many years ago. And now you're gonna understand. You can see that Gustavo has a good level of English. Of course, he is always work on his own English skills. That's the key. We never achieve.
You are mute, Alex.
Oh, sorry, I didn't saw it. So you get the opportunity to saw Gustavo development on his English story, his English history. And now I'd like to say, I'd like to know a little bit about Rafael. Rafael, you just joined us some, I believe it 2 weeks ago. You joined us at his English speaking session at our English speaking club. And we know that you have been trying to develop your speaking skills. You have been trying to improve your speaking skills as well. And I'd like to know what is the most difficult part to you right now? What is the most difficult challenge about your English with us here?
It's speaking. Speaking is not easy for me because I don't have more vocabulary, and uh, I I don't remember the words. My mind is Portuguese, uh, uh, so I have very difficult for pronunciation and shared my things, my feeling for all because I don't have a big vocabulary, or I don't have a familiar vocabulary. Uh, because no, but I don't. I have every day studying English for English class with the teacher, one teacher and colleagues. I learning and watching YouTube videos. I using apps for practice pronunciation and adequate vocabularies. Uh, Not easy, but I'm improving my English and my communication step by step. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't not use uh, speed, not use rap, not use uh, chant. It's a step by step.
Yes, indeed, indeed. We have been seeing. I noticed. I don't know. My colleague is here, but I have noticed some development from the last class, from the last English session that we got. We had here. So now I could notice some improvement. You could communicate yourself much more than the last time. So that means you have been studying. That means that you have been try harder, develop your speaking skills. And I should say that you get some good outcomes about that. You have some great results about your English studies. Just keep up, man. Just keep going. And as you just said, English is not a thing which just happen overnight. English happens with time. It takes time. I'd like to say, I have been studying English for more than 5 years right now. I was accounting that time when I started from now. I noticed that it's more than 5 years, man. 5 years and 2 months, to be honest. And you are noticing that my English is not so good. So my English vocabulary is not the perfect. Is not perfect yet. I don't know. Sometimes I made a lot of mistakes here, but that is not the main goal. The main goal is how comfortable are you with your English speaking skills? You must feel comfortable speaking English, as just Gustavo just said for us that you must find out a safe place to start speaking without fear. And Rafael, I should say, here is the place to you. Here's the place to speak. Challenge yourself. Even if you said some things in a wrong way, doesn't matter here at the first beginning. Doesn't matter. The most important is, are you able to share your message? Are you able to make us understand you? If you do it, that is the right way. I was at the same boat when I just began here. So feel free and keep it up, man. Does not give up. That's the key. Okay. Alice, now it's your turn. I'd like to know about you. We were talking here, Alice. I asked some main questions about your own English challenges, your English journey, to be honest. I'd like to know how was at the beginning. So we told us for our followers here on the YouTube channel that there is no easy way, there's no magic way to learn English. So there's just one way to learn it. It is through hard studying. So we must study hard to achieve our English goals, our English targets. And I'd like to know about your English journey, Alex. How difficult it was since the beginning of your English journey. So to be more clear, how many challenges do you think that you are facing and you did face because your English speaking skills or in related to your English development? Tell us a little bit about your English journey, honestly, how everything works or started.
Okay. Actually, I started my English journey several years ago. When I was in primary school, I started to learn English in classes. But at that time, all the English I learned at school was quite simple, and I only learned the words, how to read some very simple words, and how to write some very simple sentences. Actually, at that time, I even don't know the accurate pronunciation of the words, and I don't know how to speak. And this year, at the beginning of this year, maybe in January, I started to speak English. And actually, this year, it is my it is my most important English journey, because before this I didn't speak English very I don't know, carefully. I just learned this in school and tried to pass the English exam. But this year I want to learn English and I want to be fluent. So actually, I have met a lot of challenges in this journey. At first, I couldn't speak very well, and it took me a lot of courage and a lot of preparations to finish only one sentence. And because I even don't know the pronunciation of all the words. That was awful. And but now I think my I'm satisfied with my speaking skills because I think I could express myself very well, and other people could understand me very well. But I know I still need to further improve my English skill. My vocabulary skills is not perfect. Maybe I only know I guess 20,000 or sorry 2,000 or 3,000 words. That's not enough. And when I want to read some English notes or some English posts, I couldn't understand it very well. I needed to look up a lot of words in the dictionary to understand it. So now I need to improve my vocabulary skills. And the good thing is that several months ago, I found that I was not good at listening. At that time, when I wanted to watch the TV series Friends, I needed to use the English subtitle to understand it. But now I find that my listening skill is okay. It's better than before because now I could understand the Friends without English subtitle. I could understand maybe at least 80% of the sentence without the subtitle. That's a good thing. But I find that for some other TV series, I couldn't understand because they speak faster than that in French. And I have another problem is that I couldn't understand some other accents. I'm very familiar with American accent, but when I listen to some British accent, I couldn't understand, and I found that it was just like another language. I don't know why, but I could understand American accent very well, and there are so many accents, English accents around the world. So I think my next step is to understand the different accent. And actually now I have no idea how to do this. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much to share with us your challenges, your development, your feelings about your English skills as well. We are so happy and more motivated than ever after we heard this English advice, this English short stories, and I gonna use it, all your examples, your past examples, to help improve it, to help me never give up, on my English journey. And I should say that I am the same boat, guys. My English journey started some years ago when I decided I already got so many English classes from private schools here in Brazil, but it never worked. It never worked to me. I do not remember that I learned something at that time. Maybe I did, but I don't remember exactly. And someday I decided by myself, I put myself in, it was that decision, it was just overnight, that decision which I took at that time, it was, I must learn English. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to try by myself. It's not impossible. So, and I tried and I started as just Gustavo said, at least 30 minutes. I dedicated or I put apart some 30 minutes every day to start studying to develop my English. And I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that we are here today, guys. So that's why I don't like it to keep this as a secret to me. I'd like to share this with people. That's why I started this English YouTube channel. For people who know me, people who know me personally, they will see that it's possible, guys. It's possible to learn English, even by yourself. Of course, for someone, it will be more harder, and maybe it will be harder. For someone else, maybe easier. But it's totally possible, and that's why we are here. So thank you so much, guys, to sharing this information with us. And let's jump for our introduction here, guys. I'd like to introduce. So here is we are here at our English speaking session, and this time that we are passed together here, that we spend together here, it will be just for speaking only in English. So that's the key to improve your speaking skills. Dedicate time and immerse yourself. Put yourself on that situation when you have no choice unless speaking English. So that's the key. You must put yourself in charge. I don't, as I said from Gustavo, Gustavo told us some minutes before here that he had the first opportunity to speak English with directly with foreign speakers. So that was a challenge. You have no choice. You should speak in English at that time. Even if you have limited vocabulary, a certain limit of your vocabulary, you made it. So here is the same. Rafael, here's the same tip for you. Keep up with your speaking skills and try harder. Even if you have no vocabulary, just doesn't give up, man. You're gonna achieve, you're gonna make it, okay? And be open mind. That is the thing I ask it for you guys. As you just said here, we are in a safe place. We are in a place which you can make mistakes, and we are here to do it honestly. We are here to make mistakes because there's no way to achieve the perfection without make some mistakes. There is no way to achieve the I should not say perfect, but there is no way to achieve your goals without make any mistakes. Everyone will make mistakes, not just in English, but in each part of our life. And all our English Denver, oh sorry, all our English meeting, it will be recorded. So I'd like to be clear with that, guys, because there's a lot of laws to protect the LGBT, so our datas. But here, I would like to ask the permission again to remember you guys that all our English meeting will be recorded, and that is to post on our YouTube channel and to maybe reach out more people all over the world and build this English community. Maybe get more people which are really interested in learning English. Okay, so that is some things which I'd like to know. And now I'd like to ask you a question. It'll be a quick question. It's a quiz. It's more like a quiz. I'd like to know, Rafael, how many languages it's necessary to be able to communicate with all over the world?
Uh, Languages, it's very necessary for communication, able to communication, because with this our uh, communication, it's very important for life, for expression your feelings, expression your wants. Uh,
Yeah, but how many languages do you think it will be necessary for a people travel all over the world? Let's suppose that you are
tá.
traveling.
Okay,
How
okay.
many?
One language. This language is English.
Nice, nice. You could note that below we have a little bit, a little border which say that tips, and tips is English is an international language. And I'm sure I don't know exactly how, because to be honest, maybe the person who has more personally answered about that it would be Gustavo, because Gustavo already traveled, and Alice as well, because Alice also, already did travel from foreign countries. And Alice told me some examples here when she was at her vacation with her husband. Alice traveled for Europe and for a lot of countries, and she told us that wherever she went, she was able to communicate with other people in English. It at least once or two, at least one or two people will be able to talk with her and to understand her in English, and that is why English is international language. So wherever you go, you're gonna have the opportunity to communicate yourself. At least with one person will be there and will know how to speak English. So that's why English is international language. And let me change her now. I'd like to know, Alice, tell me a little bit about how to learn it. So here we have two tips, which is related to immerse yourself. So first tip is surround yourself with the language, watch movies, TV show, and listen to music or podcast in English. And the second one is reading books, articles, and news in English. Do you have any other suggestions from people who are learning English? How can they do it? How can they learn it? Besides that, things which maybe are not here. So let's suppose here that you have a different tips for people who are learning English.
Okay. Actually, in my opinion, there is no magical way to speak fluent English. If you want to speak fluent English, you need to practice and spend a lot of time on this, and you will be fluent. Even for native speakers, actually, even for us, when we were learning our native language, maybe we spent 1 or 2 years to learn this, and at that time, nearly all day we did nothing. We learned our parents or other people speaking to us, and after maybe 2 years, we began to speak several words, and after as time went by, we our native language will be more and more fluent, and we will grasp more and more vocabularies. So I think it is the same for English native speakers. They also speak a lot of they also spend a lot of time on their on learning English. So if now we want to be fluent in English, we have to do the same. And um, I still think there are no magic ways, and there are some interesting ways, and Alex has just listed this on the slides, such as watch some English movies, watch English TV shows, and because these things are these ways are more interesting than just learn from books. But for me, I have a special way to do this. Maybe I don't know if other people do this, but I usually do this, and I think it is quite special. It is to speak to myself, because I am living in China, and there is no English context around me, and sometimes I hardly ever find people to speak English with. I can only practice with you guys on weekends, but on weekdays, I everyone speak Chinese to me, so I speak English to myself. I try to make some English conversations with myself, try to describe what happened every day, and what's my plan, and everything I'm interested in English to myself. And this quite improves my English speaking skills. And as for listening, I don't have any magic ways. Just listen to more and more English videos, and try to figure out every word, the pronunciation of every word. And after listening to a lot of videos, I think our listening skills will be better. Okay, that's all.
How interesting was that? Speaking by yourself, speaking with yourself. That is one thing I honestly I do not use it as much as I want, as much as I should. But honestly, I already did sometimes. I already did, and I thought very interesting. And I have been heard so many English speakers saying that. And Gustavo, tell us a little bit about your point of view. There is other tips that you should share with people that maybe works to you.
Well, when I start learning English, or I try to surround myself with all English media possible, as TV shows, books, podcasts, musics. And today you have those music that are very fast, and it's hard to understand when you are learning English. So I try to go to old musics like Frank Sinatra, the Beatles, more
Nice.
classics, and more how to say slow. Even those how to say romantic music, there are more how to say slower, and I was able to understand what the musician was singing. So I try to surround myself. TV shows, there are the one that is very classic and usual, that is Friends. Everybody says that when learning English, they say, "Well, I'm watching Friends," which is an old TV show, but still it remains very how to say actual,
Yeah.
updated. Let's say updated for our days, and it's very helpful for who is learning English. But Also, reading books that helped me a lot because you can take your time to reread everything, to reread each word that you don't understand, and you can also use the dictionary for to understand better what's the meaning of this word. But I think the most important thing to we speed it up is to be surrounded of English speakers like this English session. I think the, 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 the tool that helped me to speed it up my English learn process was talking to people, talking with English speakers. This is the fastest way to learn new words. To if you don't understand, you can just simply ask, "What does that mean? What this word mean?" And I think it's the easiest and the fastest way to learn. And if you overcome your shame and your fear to speak with people, I think that the best and the fastest way, easiest, would be talking to people by telephone, by meetings, or personal if you have the chance. But if you don't, I think I would say that.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I agree 100% with you. How many ideas people share with us here today. So I should say that just do not learn English. People who really doesn't want to do it. People really, to be honest, today and today's world, we have so many tools to improve and to learn English. But of course, takes time and we must put some efforts. And that is exactly what the majority of people who are saying that they are trying learning English, but they can't do it. In my opinion, is like more lazy. They are showing a little bit lazy to learn English because English must to be learned. There is no way to teach you. I heard sometimes. I don't know if you agree, guys, but I heard that TED talks. I was watching a TED videos here on the YouTube, and there were one speaker that said something like, "English cannot be teach; it must be learned." So people go when people went to private school and they just sit down on the chair in front of the teacher and the keyboard and they start now. Okay, teach me English. That is exactly what they said. They said for the teacher, they pay some. Let's suppose that they are pay $100 to learn English every month, and they sit down in front of the teacher and hope that the teacher will teach learning teach English. It's like open your mind, put some things on it, and close your mind. Now you learn English. So there is no ways like that. So English cannot be teacher. English must be learned. So what I should say that, of course, you must to know, you must to ask questions, you must to understand how can you express, how can you change your accent. That is things that you can help you. But honestly, you must read as just look at the screen now. Look at this screen. Look at these two tips here. Surround yourself in English. That is tell you that you must surround yourself in English. Not the teacher will put you surround people just speak English. So you must to surround yourself in English. You must watch movies. You must choose some TV shows. And you must listen music that you maybe will learn English with. So, guys, just note that you, that is the word, not teacher, not others people will do it for you. You must do it by yourself. So that is the key to learn English, in my opinion. But let's change a little bit our topic just to share that we have two platforms, social media platform. It is Facebook. We have our English speaking group here, which is called Yes You Can. But we have a Facebook page which is called Prati by Conversation. If you are not followers there, I'd like to advise followers there. And we have our English YouTube channel as you are watching right now here. Yes, you can. So thank you so much if you are ready to describe it. Okay. So now, without further ado, we're gonna change the topic. Let's talk about humor. So I'd like to know about you, Tanver. Tanver, I'd like to know about the first question. What type of programs do you find funny on TV? You are able to share this with us? Are you able to share this with us?
Yeah, in the world or
Hello?
Brazil?
No, it's Denver. Just a second.
Ah, sorry, sorry.
No problem. Denver, can you share this? Can you answer this question? The first-
Yeah, I can explain this answer. And now I would to say that our country is different drama in our country culturals. But I gonna to international drama series, and it is how can I recently I say that with my friend, and I say it is Friends drama is so you 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 know that about Friends drama. It is a English drama series.
Friends?
Actually, yeah, Friends. It
Oh,
is
of
like a
course.
drama series. Yeah. And our country's people do not know this about in international drama series, but recently the Friends series is so increased popular in our country. And my younger brother would to say that always this drama is so interesting. And I when I going to in front of our television and like TV, and in front of our television, and I search this Friends drama, and I always try to watch this drama series. And another actually along with I would like to other drama series. It is my country's drama series, and its drama series is, how can I say that, it is it is you just search it, and Bachelor Point is drama series, but you cannot understand this series because it is our own language exploring this drama series. That's why you cannot understand this. And it is so popular in our countries, but other countries it is not popular. But I always suggest and I always recommended this drama series is Friend drama series. When Friend drama series is so helpful for our English language, and for its arrive, and it's keep me enjoying movement, and I feel happy always when I watched this drama series. And there are so many friends, and so many there and there has a girlfriend, and they are going to another tour trip, and they are always enjoying and funny moment this drama series. And I always suggest this drama series. You know that it is 19th centuries, like it was 19th centuries drama series, but recently it is so popular for students and for foreign people and international people. Yeah, like that's it.
Nice, nice. That's very interesting. Everyone likes Friends, as we just
Yeah.
talked here before. There are a lot of people all over the world which are trying to learn English. They must to face Friends sometimes. So, guys, now I'd like to know about you, Rafael.
Actually,
Yeah, Rafael, tell us a little bit about the second one. Which type of programs are most popular in your country?
My country, it's very popular programs. I don't watch TV, but I watch YouTube channels in my country. I like very podcast videos. Watch interviews. I would like. Uh, Program TV in Brazil. It's very popular. Novels. Novels. It's a series for a long time, very
Yes,
long
indeed.
time. E the the novel for the novel most novel I remember it. I say in Portuguese, Avenida Brasil. This the Brazil Avenue. It's a very famous the program TV. The program TV, the popular program TV. Uh, that's it. I don't
Yeah.
say for this.
No, but you did good. You did well. I know exactly what you want to mean because you know we are Brazilians. We live in Brazil, and we all know Avenida Brasil, which is called the Avenue Brazil, Brazil Avenue, something like that. There is no change. I believe that is not the same traduction. It's not the same translating in English. So it's novel, as you just said. There's a lot of novel. There's a lot of I don't know exactly if in English it's called a novel, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Let me Google it
It's
here.
called it's called soap opera.
Opera. That's it. That's it. I
Soap
I
opera.
know that. I know it. I knew it because sometimes ago I was reading an article and I remember that I read this the opera and I thought, oh, what is it, man? And I Google it and I that part I started. Oh, it's so different. There's no similarity with Portuguese. And it's very important to know that how many, what type of novels or what type of opera, sorry, and what type of programs do you like the most of your country. Gustavo, tell us a little bit about your viewpoint. So, what is, in your opinion, the answer for the second question? Which type of programs are most popular in your country?
Well, as I'm from Brazil, likewise, Rafael, and as he told, it's very common soap operas here in Brazil. So, and I still remember this soap opera that he mentioned, Brazil Avenue. Yeah, that was something that how to say to stop at the country, because everybody stopped to watch the end of this soap opera, and it was amazing. And there's still memes about this soap opera. So the most popular in Brazil definitely will be soap operas. People, not many people watch news. Some of my friends they don't. Some of my how to say my relative, including my parents, they don't like to watch news. They say there are only bad things to see in the news, so they would rather watch soap operas because they can just sit on the couch and chill out and watch something that it is how to say uh, interesting and uh, well, you don't need to put much effort to understand what's going on. Understand if you watch news or if you read a newspaper, you need to understand the context to get an idea what's going on to make it to get an opinion about it. And also, I think football. People like to watch football in Brazil, of course. I wouldn't
Yes, indeed.
should mention that. So I personally don't watch soap operas and I don't watch football. I only watch I like to watch news. On the
Me
contrary,
neither, man. Me
I,
neither.
I, I like to be updated on what's going on in my country and especially political things and also in the world what's going on in the world. I like to build up my own opinion, of course, and therefore I like to watch many kind of news channels because there are some that are I forgot the word. It's they are like the right party and the left party, and people try to manipulate the information and try to manipulate you. So I like to watch both opinions to make my own opinion. So that's why I, what I like to watch is TV news and news. And most popular in Brazil will be soap operas and football. I think these kind of shows also, I would say, alienate a little bit people, so they don't get much interest in on what's going on in their own country or with political stuff. And so that's it.
Oh man, that's very, very true. Unfortunately, the news, unfortunately, there's a lot of bad news on the TV. There's a lot of, how can I say, tragic situations happen in the world. And that's why people have difficulty watching TVs nowadays. They prefer to watch it Netflix, YouTube, Disney channels, and so on. But I agree with you. I do not like football, but people are crazy in Brazil for football. I have no clue what's going on their minds, but they are crazy by football. And soap operas, as you just said, I Googled it again. I forgot the word soap in the front. So it's soap opera. So that's very strange way to call. Yeah, compared to our native language, it's so strange to say two words for one, but soap operas. And Alice, it's your turn. Now I'd like to know about your country. As you is from China, as you are from China, sorry. What type of programs do you find funny on TV? You can say everything. So it will be the first and the second one. What type of programs do you find funny, and which type of programs are most popular in your country?
Okay. Before I know you guys, I thought that all the Brazilian people were crazy about football, and I thought I thought it was famous in Brazil because even me, I am Chinese. I know a lot of famous football players in Brazil, and I also know there are some famous models in Brazil. But you don't know, you don't like this. Okay, this is interesting. This is the first time I know this. Okay, I will go back to the questions. For me, I think in my country, we also have a lot of maybe I can call it soap operas, or I can just call it the TV series, yeah, on TV, and maybe this day I found that this year's the TV series on TV, especially the Chinese TV series on TV, are not so funny, and they just want to shoot it in a very short time and to earn some money. So I think the quality of the TV series are not so good. But maybe when 10 years ago when I was in school, I liked the Chinese TV series very much. We had a lot of funny and very funny TV series. And sometimes now I even watch the old TV series, and which can make me laugh. And besides TV series, we can also find some such as news and sports, uh, and some other talk shows on TV. Um, I am not keen on the talk shows. I don't know how to describe this. In the shows, maybe all the actors will play games together, and they will we can watch them play games. Maybe play some party games or play some outside games. This kind of show, I don't know how to describe this in English. We have some this kind of shows on TV, and actually it is funny. Sometimes when I am boring, I will find some to watch, and it really makes me laugh. Um, and I, as for news, I think Chinese news is different from what Gustavo just said. In Chinese news, there are all good news because maybe our government all only want to show us the good part of what is happening, and that's why I don't like news, because sometimes I want to know the truth, and they don't tell us the bad part, uh, and that causes me. So now sometimes I don't believe in the news, and if there are some news on the TV, I will think, oh wow, the things must be worse than the news, and I can't find the truth. So that's why I don't like the news. And actually, I like sports, and we there are all kinds of sports on TV, such as football, basketball, and some ice skating, skiing, and even tennis ball. We have all kinds of sports shows. And when I was in school, I liked Formula One very much, and because I like the speed. But now I hardly
Let,
ever
let me
watch
ask
it.
a question. Do you like it, Formula One?
Yeah.
Let me ask you here. Have you ever heard about Brazilian pilot called Ayrton Senna?
Yeah, I heard him heard about him. Maybe he died. He died from an accident. Maybe
Exactly.
20 years ago. I knew him. Before he died, he went uh a lot of I don't know. He went a lot of times. He went.
Yes, indeed. He is considered, I just asked it because he is considered here in Brazil the best of all times, the best pilot of all times. And maybe all the world, maybe all over the world, people recognize her as is it. And today's word is him and Michael Schumacher. Yes, Michael Schumacher is
Yeah.
another one. Go
Yes,
ahead.
but but he got hurt in a skiing accident, and he has been in the hospital for several years. Yeah, that was
Yes.
so sad. Yeah, but I know there are a lot of Brazilian Formula One drivers. Uh, I think that's very good because we only have one Chinese Formula One driver, and he joined last year or 2 years ago. This is the first Chinese driver in Formula One. Okay,
Oh,
yeah, and so I think let me think. In China, actually, a lot of young people like foreign TV shows, such as some Korean TV series. Uh, I can maybe I can call Korean TV series soap opera because it is very long. It is too long. Maybe there are over 100 episodes, so it is just like a lot of soap bubbles, so we can call it soap operas or soap operas. This is one of my English teachers told me, so that why we should call it soap opera. And I also like Japanese TV series. Mm, but now, actually, I think for young generations, we hardly ever watch TV in China. We just like to use our phone to watch the YouTube or watch. We have another application, which is the Chinese version of YouTube. It is called Bilibili. Maybe you don't know this, but this name is interesting. And we also we usually watch a lot of TV series or some shows and a lot of things on this platform. Okay, that's all.
wow, that's very interesting. I should say I must to say here that I'm surprised to hear that Alice is a fan from sports. So that's very interesting to know. So thank you for sharing this with us, Alice. I like it Formula One as well. Not so much nowadays, but some years ago I was a big fan, a huge fan from Formula One. But today, honestly, when it comes to say about sports, I know I should say that I'm not into so much. I'm not into so much as I were sometimes. But guys, unfortunately, I should say that I have no more time to keep up here with you. But I'd like to thank you so much for the time that you spent here with us. I should say that I had so many funny moments here with you. It was a pleasure to spend this time from on my weekend here for my Saturday morning with you. But as you know, there's a lot of things to do yet. I must to have to complete some things here at my own life, and I must to end at this class. But that is not the end. Tomorrow we're gonna have the same time. If you will, if you wish, of course, you can join us. You could join us, but if you don't, no problem, no worries. We can see. We're gonna have a lot of opportunities to meet each other to practice our speaking skills as well, as many times as you want. And I would like to leave her open my contact for you. If you had sometimes in the middle of the weekdays, you have a time to practice with me, just call me and let's do it. Okay, we're gonna have an amazing conversation as well. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much, Gustavo, to be here with us again. It is a pleasure, and you are always welcome, warmly welcome here with us. Feel free to join us whatever you want.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Have a good
Alice,
weekend.
to be here. It was a pleasure to account with you again at this English speaking
Thank
session.
you very much.
Thank you, Tanvir. Tanvir, it was a pleasure to have you here again, man. It was a long time. We'll see you. Okay, and Rafael, thank you so much to be part of our team. So don't forget, keep up, and your English will improve a lot. I'm sure of that. Okay, so
Thanks
guys,
for all. That's all.
so let me finish here this recording session. I'd like to finish it for you who are watching us here on the YouTube channel. Say that everyone can learn English, but of course, as you notice from our special guest here, you must to put the right effort, and you'll be facing, of course, you're gonna facing challenges. You're gonna face some struggle. Maybe you're gonna try and give up, but if you do not give up, if you face your challenges with courage, the right courage, you're gonna make it. Okay, so don't give up and keep up with your English journey. Keep up with our your English target, and I'm sure you're gonna make it. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe at this English YouTube channel, and we hope see you in our next English session.